Welcome to Gregor Mortis's Little World of Horror, and this is my Blu-ray, DVD, VHS, whatever you want to call it. This is my Slash from the Stash movie review episode for this week. It's Sunday, June 22nd. I just released my Blu-ray DVD update, so if you've not checked that out, definitely check it out. Give it a thumbs up. But this week, as I mentioned on my Blu-ray DVD update, I'm going to be looking at the just newly released Joyride 3 called Roadkill Unrated. Yeah, that's right, Roadkill. This one's, of course, the story about Rusty Nail. And let me put it on this side. If you've seen any of the first two, this is the third in the series. So basically what you get, the first two movies were really good. The first one was awesome, second one was good, and then you get this one, the trilogy. The first two starred Paul Walker, the late Paul Walker, and also Stephen Zahn, and I love Steve Zahn and Paul Walker in these roles. So this one, of course, Paul Walker was not in it, and Steve Zahn's not in it. It's a whole new cast, and then you got Rusty Nail, who's played by a different guy. It's actually Ken Kirzinger. And if you know anything about Jason versus Freddy, Ken played Jason in Jason versus Freddy. So it's kind of cool to have a kind of slasher icon in this. So you got him playing the character of Rusty Nail, who's a truck driver. Now, the Blu-ray, let me go ahead and start off with the features. The transfer, of course, looks great. It's Blu-ray. It's 2014, so it should look awesome. It does look awesome. Sounds great. You've got some decent kills in this one. It is a gruesome film, but where it lacks to me is kind of story, and also with the actual, actors themselves. They're good actors, but they're not great. So I can overlook some of that. But it just, for me, found kind of a lull in it for a while. It does have a great opening sequence. The opening sequence in it is really great. A lot of nudity, I will say, but you basically got this man and woman in a hotel, and they're having sex, and she's, they're drug addicts, so she's smoking crack and all this. She wants a bump. Sends her boyfriend, while they're having sex, is like, give me a bump, I need a bump. She's wanting drugs real bad. He said, I can't do it. So basically, he has a radio, and he says, well, get on and, make some sweet talk to a truck driver, and we'll see what we can do. So they do that, and we're introduced to Rusty Nail. They picked the wrong one, and then the sequence after that is amazing. It is really, really gruesome what happens to these individuals. And then after that, you got the title sequence, and then you start with the movie. And the movie's basically these guys. You got a few guys and their girls, and they're a race team. And they're going somewhere, it looked like, I think, possibly Canada, from the best I can take from what they were doing, but they were on a cross-country kind of deal going to Canada. And they're trying to test the car out, and they end up meeting up with Rusty Nail. And that's where the story takes off. Some pretty good action sequences in there, the car racing, some editing issues in it for sure, but overall it was a decent watch. I kind of enjoyed this one. It's not as good as the first two, but it still kind of has the same feel as the first two, but it doesn't in a way, because you're taking away the two main people that starred in the first two, and then you just totally switch it up. But it's still a decent watch. I mean, I recommend it, especially if you're a gore hound. If you love gore, this is a movie for you. I think you'll really enjoy it. But Declan O'Brien directed it. This movie has a bunch of special features. You've got the road rage, the blood, sweat, and gears of Joyride 3, riding shotgun with Declan. Director it's called Diaries. So it's kind of a blog video, where he's kind of behind the scenes and doing like a blog, which is really cool. And then Finding Large Marge. Who remembers Large Marge? This guy. Who remembers the Pee Wee Herman episode, or the movie where he's going down? You had Large Marge, the truck driver. Oh yeah, they mentioned Large Marge in this one. And then you got the audio commentary and more. It's chock full of some really cool, entertaining bonus features, so I'll give them a plus for that. Plus, you're getting the Blu-ray, DVD, and you're getting a digital copy as well, so that's a plus for a lot of the you new viewers that love your digital copy. You get that with this purchase as well. I picked it up at Best Buy for $14.97. Now, getting back to the story plot, Rusty Nail, you see him in the first two, you very seldom saw him. You heard his voice in the first one. The second one, you kind of saw glimpses of him. But now he's a mainstay in the third one. You see him a ton. And it didn't hurt it. I mean, he's tall, he's a big guy, he's hardcore. So that didn't hurt the movie for me. But like I said, it just had a lull in it, like some slow time. There's scenes where they kind of get split up, and Rusty Nail's chasing a couple of them, and the others are kind of off doing their own thing. So there's kind of a, back and forth story plot going on that was kind of boring. But overall, the kills in this movie are really, really gruesome and well done. I did enjoy that. So can I recommend this as a go out and get it? Definitely go get it. $14.97 if you're into gore. If you're looking for a strong story, you're not going to like this one. But for a slasher, it's Rusty Nail. If you own the first two, you better get the third one just to have the trilogy. Now, I will say, one of my Facebook watchers, he had definitely, Shane, had commented on this. I did not know this, but in the UK, Joyride, this is a whole Joyride trilogy, but the first one called Joyride was called Road Rage in #1. And he said that was because of the UK did not want the name Joyride on the movie, because that's typically to them was known as somebody who was stealing cars and taking off doing weird things. So they called the first one Road Rage. And then he said they released a second one and called it Joyride 2. So he said the UK people are like, where's the first one? You got Road Rage, now you got Joyride 2. And evidently, I'm thinking it may even be called Joyride 3 in the UK now. So I don't know what's going on. But I do really highly recommend the first two. And if you get two of them, you might as well get the third one. So for me, it's an enjoyable watch with some great kills. Nothing out of this world. But it definitely, man, there's some scenes in there that was like a wow moment. Like, how did they pull this off? So I loved it for the gore effects alone. And the acting, like I said, it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. But there's a picture on the upper side left right there is Kurt. That's Kurtzinger. So, you're getting Jason there, and then you got some of the cast there. And I see if you can get real close up. I want you to see the guy right here in the middle. That's a chain wrapped around his head. So I hope I'm not trying to give too much away. But anyways, that was a great scene. But it is Joyride 3 Roadkill. And this is the unrated version. It was an enjoyable watch. I'll watch it again for sure. So if you like slasher movies, definitely get your hands on it. Acting is okay. Directing was okay. It was just kind of up and down in spots, so it kind of left me a little at a lull. But like I said, kills are awesome. So definitely check it out. That's my movie review for this week. Joyride 3. Thumbs up on a purchase. $14.97 at Best Buy and probably at Walmart as well on Blu-ray. Get it. Gotta have it. And be sure to give me a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. Comment below and share it with everybody that you're in touch with. And also, if you got any movies you'd like for me to review, definitely send them to me and comment. And if I own them, I will do a review of it. If I don't, I'll try to go out and find it and do a review for you, because I'm only doing movies I personally own. So thank you for everybody that's tuned in. There'll be a new one out next week, so check that one out. I hadn't decided which one, but we'll look at one. And if you don't listen to Land of the Creeps, definitely listen to the podcast, landofthecreeps.blogspot.com. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, and every other avenue you can go to, so check us out. It's myself, Haddonfield Hatchet, which is Sean Davis. Then you got Jesse Robbins, our newest member, and Dr. Shop. So check us out at Land of the Creeps. Give us a thumbs up, like this video. This is Greg Mortis signing out from my Slash from the Stash, June 22nd.